Morning, it's Rob here from Marine Industrial. We've just grabbed a cup of coffee at Costa and we're heading down to Romsey today to do some filming down there, the guys who make the West System epoxy. So yeah, come join us on this road trip. So we're down here at Wessex Resins and Sam Oliver. Sam, do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Sam from Wessex Resins and Adhesives. I'm part of the sales team here. My job is getting abroad, making sure our customers have perfect products.
Brilliant. Well, can we have a look around?
Well, let's start. This is our team in the sales office, so all those people that ring through, ask for technical questions, ask on product information. This is our great team in here. Perfect. So quite a cool little bit of information for you here. We have a couple of surfboards. We've got a West System one. This one we've had for quite a long time. This one is made in West System, but our newest addition is our Entropy surfboard, and this is actually made of whiskey barrels.
So what's been going on here?
So this is actually a course that we did with Marine Industrial guys. We're just refreshing everyone's knowledge on West System, on ProSet. We've got a few new products. One really cool one that the guys we were talking about is our HTP products. Now these are extremely high, look at that, it's gone off. These are extremely high temperature resins that will work and function up to about 150 degrees, which is what we followed and covered yesterday. Yeah. Otherwise, this is the workshop, so it is a working area. It is a little bit messy today, but as I said, we've been busy the last couple of weeks with training shows, training workshops, training with the Marine Industrial guys. So that's that.
So you mentioned about the West System courses. Is that something that you do a lot of?
Yeah. So we do 2 courses normally a year for around 18 to 20 members of the public. They come in, they work in this room, they're with us for a whole day, and the idea being that they come in as a novice and they leave with a little bit of dangerous information that they can get on and do their own work.
Okay, so do they actually come away with anything?
Yes, they make a toolbox during the day. They actually leave with just around £100 worth of free West System goods.
Okay.
And I think the last course we ran, it's around 150 to £200, full day, lunch included, free gifts.
Oh, brilliant.
So that pretty much wraps up our workshop kind of training area. So next is the lab, and well, we'll see what's through those doors. Let's go. This is, I guess you could call this like our kind of scaling up area.
Okay.
So any new products or any testing or any adjustments to any of our main range are done in small batches here.
Yep.
I've got the small mixing machines there, and then it is scaled up.
Okay.
Which is harder than it sounds.
Yeah.
But the small bits are done here.
Okay. So through here is the lab?
Yeah, we actually added this in 2015, 2016 as a part of kind of our ongoing developments. Mm-hmm. So actually, cool fact, got a negative atmosphere in here, so when you press the door, who says that? When you push the door, it's got a bit of resistance.
Okay.
Have a go, you go first. You can almost feel it go, suck you in.
Yeah. And why is that?
Mainly just so we can replicate any tests, any new products, any new, basically testing it so it can be replicated in a controlled environment.
So it's consistency?
Exactly.
Got you.
Temperature controlled, atmosphere controlled.
Okay, brilliant. We're right to go in?
Go in, yeah, why not?
Crikey, so it looks pretty expensive in here. Can you give us a bit of an overview, just broadly speaking, what we've got?
Yeah, I'll keep it really simple. We kind of split the lab into 2. This side, product testing. So anything that is made in the factory comes up in the white pots that you can see there. That is some of what we made last week.
Okay.
So quite a lot, and every single thing that is made, every batch is tested within spec, which means nothing leaves until it's past test.
Okay, and how long do you keep those retained samples for?
The life of the product, so mainly 2 years. Okay. Most of our products have 2 years shelf life. Some have a little bit less depending on what range we're looking at, but on the whole 2 years.
Okay, so that's good to know. So if a customer has a problem,
we can go,
you can always trace it back.
Exactly.
We test the product.
Trace it through the batch number, and it can be retested. But as far as the records go back, which is about 30 years, that's not happened yet.
But more importantly, prevention is better than cure.
Exactly.
So you test it to prevent any issues happening out.
You've got it. So we can check pretty much down to the gram what's gone into each product.
Wow.
Using the IR trace.
Okay.
And then other little tests that will be done, we'll check the viscosity, we'll check the exotherm peak temperature, that's quite important, amongst other things that I tested.
Okay, brilliant.
And behind me, this side of the lab is more for the research and development, so we'll do continuous testing for larger customers or customers that have kind of different projects or interesting projects. So we've got machines that will test flexural strength, tensile strength, we can test TG, we can test 2 different types of TG. There's the patty testing, which is effectively at what point does the glue fail, pulling off different surfaces, different substrates.
Okay.
There's a lot in here we can do.
Okay, and just for the avoidance of doubt, TG is?
The point, it's called glass transition temperature. It's the point at which cured epoxy will kind of become a little bit flexible. Not full apart,
okay.
It's kind of the point at which...
So it's sort of tolerance to temperature?
Yeah,
basically.
Very, very simplistic, broadly speaking.
Okay, brilliant.
Which is very important for a lot of carbon work, a lot of work within the automotive industry and performance, kind of performance yachts, performance sailing, performance racing. TG can be quite important, so that's something we're pretty hot on. And continuously rechecking and testing our figures to make sure that they're the most accurate we can. You wouldn't want a T-foil failing or a carbon bonnet losing its shape or something expensive like that.
And how many people have you got working lab?
So four lab and kind of lab tech-wise technicians.
Okay.
That are here full time.
Excellent. Should we go down and have a look at the warehouse?
Let's go.
Brilliant. So now we're in the warehouse, so talk to us a little bit about what's going on here.
So we've come down from the lab, which is us coming down the stairs, and now this is the first part of our warehouse. The factory is kind of more that side. This end is more where we keep the finished products, so these are now ready to go out to distributors like you, to retail. Well, funny you say that. If we look over there, we actually have...
Have you really?
Yeah. One of your pallets.
Oh, right, okay. So this is going to be a combination of West System, Entropy, bits and bobs that we've ordered. So this will just be like, for us, this will just be like one of our general,
exactly.
Stock orders.
So we've got a marine industrial order there. We've got some that's going out to Spain. Different products. This is all surface-specific products. Entropy resins. Yours is a little bit of mixture of everything, I think, on that pallet.
Yep.
Mainly West System, though, isn't it, for you guys?
Yeah, mainly.
So yeah, going back to your original question, this is nice, clean, supposed to be clean and tidy part of the warehouse, but we'll see how it goes.
Brilliant. And if we wander through here, what are we going to see?
So kind of as we go around this part of the warehouse especially, it's going to be a lot of different tins, lots of different sizes, different packaging. As I said, all finished products, so these would have all been tipped over the mezzanine floor over there on the different machines. So we have kind of an entropy area, there'll be a West System area, ProSet area. That said, this is really just the finished products that are ready to rock and roll.
So you keep them in these cages as well when they're tipped?
Yeah, the reason we keep them in the cage is because we know exactly how many of each size we can fit in each cage, and that keeps stock rotation, stock levels really easy to manage. So for example, we've got the 105 1 kilos in there.
Yep.
We can keep about 450 in a cage.
Right, okay.
So on a quick glance you can see there's 150 there, this cage is empty. We normally keep about 1,000 in stock. This is one of the biggest sellers, so we get through tens of thousands of this West System, of which you contribute a lot to.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little bit.
There's a bit of noise in here, so what's actually happening?
So we're actually in one of the working parts of the factory. So an interesting fact, I don't think a lot of people realise, with the West System fillers and the West System products, we're actually blending every single one of those fillers in this room. One of the machines you can hear in the background is whirring away now. But all of the fillers are a blend of at least 3 to 6 different raw materials and components.
Oh, that's interesting. So you're bringing all the raw materials on site and then blend them here.
Yeah, you got it.
And then package.
Exactly, you got it. So we've actually got one of the machines kind of half open. So we'll feed in the smaller raw materials into the lid here, or some of the bigger raw materials into the grill here. And they're literally just a big, very big ribbon blender, kind of like a big bread maker almost in terms of the way the arms rotate inside, and all those fillers are blended on site.
Okay, so we've got some filler here you've made up recently?
Yeah, this was made last week. There's 2 batches. We've got two of the big tanks. This is nearly 500 kilos worth.
And which one's this one?
This is the 407 filler, which
so that's
is
low density.
It is, yeah. It's a nice kind of step over of kind of got the strength that you'll get with some of the other high density fillers. We also have the workability and the sandability, great word, that we get with some of the other low density fillers.
Okay.
But just to give you an idea, obviously 2 tanks made, this will probably last 3 months, about a ton made.
Crikey. So you get through a lot of it then?
We get through a lot of West system, generally.
Right, crikey. So there's a lot of filler here. So is this all your finished products?
This part is, so we've got the buckets, so these are like 1.5 kilos up to 2.5 kilos depending on the product. So that's our finished products there.
Yep. And here?
Well, this kind of backs up what we were saying inside really. This is a selection of kind of some of the raw materials that are blended. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we've got about 8 different raw materials on the shelving, on the racking here. And there'll be a combination of those 8 in each of the fillers.
And how many fillers is it again?
There's 8 in the West System range.
So there's 8 finished fillers.
8 finished
and out
fillers.
of that you've got 8 different raw ingredients which go into all those different
There's more than 8 ingredients. Some will have a blend of 2 or 3, some will have a blend of 5 or 6. Off the recipe sheet, but it's like KFC. We can't talk about the secret recipe.
Okay, the Colonel's
recipe.
The Colonel's spice.
The West System recipe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Right, so Sam, we've just come upstairs, and it seems like you've got the world supply of tins up here. So
not far off it. We've got directly here in front of us is all our, well, people well know the West System blues. This is all the resin tins, the 5 kilo, the 1 kilo. The 25 kilo drums that a lot of the boatyards use, that's just behind us.
Okay.
But then we've also got the hardener tins, the same amount of stock for that. So we do keep, I know what your question's going to be, fire it away.
How much stock here have you got? How long will this? Is like a year? 6 months? 12 months?
Around 6 months worth.
Okay.
As a West System, especially the 105 with the 205 or 206 hardener, as you know, as one of our best distributors, it moves a lot. We shift a lot of that.
Yeah.
But obviously for us, having the space here to be able to buy more means we can keep the cost down, which means we can keep the cost of the product down.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
Yeah. So what's going on over here, Sam?
We just try to kind of automate what we do as much as possible. So this is just simply time-saving bit of equipment that just labels everything as quickly as we possibly can. Awesome. It's indoor.
So you're doing some building work here. So what's took us through what's happening?
So we've kind of reached max capacity.
Right.
So we're adding another 350 square meters of space onto our existing footprint.
Right. Okay. So what's that going to be? Is that just additional storage or?
Yeah, so we're actually going to kind of reconfigure the factory a little bit at the moment.
We're expanding!
Loosely speaking, we've kind of got finished products, packaging, tipping, production, raw materials. So we're going to shift all the raw materials, all the production into the new 350 square meters. That just keeps a cleaner environment for a higher quality product is the plan.
Oh, brilliant. And when are you expecting that to be finished?
2 months' time.
2 months.
It's been 7 months of labour of love. Not for us, but for the builders.
Brilliant. Oh, well, thanks for that. So that sort of wraps up our video for today. So Sam, anything you wanted to add just before we go?
Check us out on www.wessexresins.co.uk, and we're at Wessex Resins on Twitter, Facebook and Instagram.
Brilliant. Well, we're going to make a move, mate.
Cheers,
so
mate.
Really appreciate your time today. For
I'll
you
see
and
you
your
soon.
team.
Thank you.
So hopefully you've enjoyed it, and if you have, then make sure you like, click subscribe and share with your friends. And yeah, thank you.